This week's case involves both Supernova, an online retailer, and Shopify, an e-commerce platform. On October 8, 2020, Supernova informed the PDPC of a data breach incident of Shopify's database. This affected the highly sensitive personal data of nearly 24,000 Supernova customers, which include their billing and shipping addresses, phone numbers, bank IDs, IP addresses, last 4 digits of the customer payment cards, and purchase histories. Shopify provided payment processing and other services for Supernova. The personal data of Supernova's customers was among those exfiltrated. Since the incident occurred outside Singapore, neither Supernova nor Shopify was responsible for such a breach. However, they are bound under the transfer limitation obligation under the PDPA. This is because when Supernova entered the Shopify Plus agreement, it was made aware that its customer data would be transferred outside Singapore. This clause made Shopify a data intermediary for Supernova. But since there was a failure on the part of Supernova to ensure that Shopify had data protection policies set in place, and Shopify had no data protection policies to protect the data it processes, both Shopify and Supernova were found in breach of the transfer limitation obligation. Fortunately, the PDPC only gave directions to Supernova and Shopify for them to ensure compliance with the transfer limitation obligation of the PDPA. So, what are the takeaways? First, when engaging a data intermediary, it's good practice to undertake an appropriate level of due diligence to ensure that such organizations comply with the PDPA. This is because a data intermediary is required to have data protection policies set in place to minimize the possibility of a data breach in the future. Second, an organization that engages a data intermediary is still responsible for complying with the transfer limitation obligation in respect of any overseas transfer of personal data. Lastly, appointing a data protection officer, DPO, a mandatory role in every organization, can help. Your appointed DPO can work with you to ensure that your data protection policies are set in place before engaging with any data intermediaries for your services. If you want to improve your organization's data protection and cybersecurity posture, then click subscribe and smash the bell icon. Let's do this together.